How you doing? My name is Rick. Well, Impact is cool, man. It's like, no other place in the town like it.
I mean, I grew up from down here. Ain't nothing wrong with West Oakland. It's what you make it.
World Impact is an inner city mission. It's across the inner cities across America, focusing mainly on children, adults, church planting. We do a lot of clubs, we do camps, trying to reach people for Christ. I think it's very important that people remember we are not a social service agency, but a ministry to bring Christ to the inner city. I'm Hendrik de Boer. I direct World Impact in West Oakland Lower Bottom. I've been here since the year 2000. When I came to West Oakland 7 years ago, you could not drive past a corner that there were no drug dealers. On every corner, everywhere you looked, there were shootings, there were drug dealers. It was a really tough neighborhood. In fact, at one time, the zip code, the 406 zip code, was one of the most dangerous zip codes in America. Today, I would say it's quite a bit better. Part of the inner city problem is families, or the lack of family. We have so many single moms, we have children that grow up on the streets, and that's one of the real purposes of World Impact. We have a basketball court, we have had clubs, boys clubs, we've had girls clubs, and in the summer we do VBS, but we don't do VBS for a week, we do VBS for 6 weeks straight. It's an incredible opportunity to reach the children, reach the neighborhood, and take the children off the streets. With a school across the street, tutoring has always, since the beginning, been a big part of World Impact.
I've been living in West Oakland, neighborhood Lower Bottoms, for 3 years, and I've been running a boys club. And this boys club, I realized that some of the boys didn't know how to read a word past and butter. So I decided that I would start a reading program called 1+1 in West Oakland. And in this program, I get kids from the neighborhood and from 2 local schools, and I pair them up with mentors from various churches. And they get together once a week, and they read.
I'm having a tutor with my dad. It's fun.
I'm having a great time. I've got a very good student, really smart. He keeps pointing out when I make mistakes. Every time he catches it. We're doing real well.
We have a lot of kids on our waiting list for this program. Both schools that we work with want to send me more kids, but currently we don't have enough tutors, so I just always need more tutors so that I can keep getting kids coming here.
Some of the things that are going on at World Impact right now, probably one of the biggest things is the Saturday morning breakfast. We started off as a simple Bible study, but it grew like crazy, and today the average Bible study is 150 people.
Hi, my name is Antoinette Johnson. It's my first time here. I was invited here by a friend, and I think it's a wonderful place, and I appreciate having this breakfast here, and God bless.
It's become the biggest breakfast in West Oakland. It's become the most popular breakfast in the Bay Area. We draw from everywhere, but it's not about the breakfast. It's not that people are hungry. It's the way to talk about Jesus Christ. In the same way, we have a store. Now you say, why would a mission have a store? But if the only thing in the neighborhood is liquor stores, there's no alternative. Children only could go to liquor stores. Today we operate a store that's kind of like an old general store. We have everything. A huge amount of candy, huge amount of clothing. We have ice cream, we have milk. We have a little bit of everything. And that store has incredibly changed the whole neighborhood. It's just the adults, it reaches the children. We offer free coffee. It's become the community gathering place.
Kendra's got a pretty cool store. I know all the kids like going there. I'm a big kid myself. I'm finna go spend some now. Got my little $20. Finna go in the store right now. Spend me some knickknacks, juices, right, Kaya? Huh?
I like this store.
Okay, so Jayan, what do you like about Hendrik's store?
Everything.
What they got that you need?
I like the prices.
You like the prices? Do you think that they need to go down on these since they're $1?
Down what?
On this that we eat.
No, they should stay $1 because $1 fit which chips, cheese, chili, everything on it.
You see the store and you say, wow, what a beautiful place. But I think you should know the history. Back in 2000, that store was located on the most dangerous drug corner in West Oakland. It was the gambling hall, there was a crack house upstairs, and when we first bought it, we were not welcome. I mean, I've been shot at, I've been spit on, things thrown at me. The drug dealers tried everything to kick us out of there. And today, it's probably the safest corner in West Oakland. It is incredible what God has done.
You know, I like going to that store, so, you know, I think it's a good thing for the community. I mean, it made it a little better. You know, it made the people, like, come together, like, as family or as ones. And, you know, when you go in the store, you have to have respect. So people is learning from that, and I think that's a good thing for this community.
I think one of my favorite stories is I had a young girl, just a little girl. Her parents are both drug dealers. And she was in the store one day, and I was talking to her, and a lady comes in and says, "Hendrik, you got cigarettes?" I says, "I'm sorry, we don't carry cigarettes." And a little girl looks up to her and says, "This is God's store." And I think that tells it all. The whole corner has become known as God's Corner. It's incredible how that has changed the community. We are blessed that we can take children to camp every year. We do 4 camps, 2 World Impact camps and 2 camps on our own, which are up in the Sierras, which is more camping, you know, a little more roughing it. And it's an incredible opportunity. We take some older people up, we take kids up. It's just, you know, kids are scared when they get there. They're afraid of the dark, they're afraid of the big trees. I think they're more afraid of the big trees than they are afraid of a gunshot. But it doesn't take long. Pretty soon the quietness and the beauty and the lake, and it changes their whole demeanor. I remember sitting in a rowboat with 2 older ladies. They were both in their 50s, never had been to camp, never been in the woods. And I put the oars down, and we just were floating on the lake, and it was just still. And one of the ladies started crying because it just touched her so much, like she could finally hear God.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I went down to the little Bible study at World Impact. Chopped it up, philosophized about God and Jesus, the Holy Ghost and the Spirit and all that.
There's many ways to be involved with World Impact. Volunteering is probably one of the greatest ways. You can volunteer at the store. I mean, whether it is unpacking bags and sorting clothes, or whether it's helping customers, or whether it's just sitting on the corner and playing chess with one of the people in the neighborhood. It's an excellent way to share about Christ, an excellent way to get to know the community.
Nicest place ever was, Hendrik.
Another way to really meet the community is at breakfast. We get many volunteers that come to serve breakfast. They bring their children. Again, you see the whole community. It's an excellent way to introduce yourself to a part of West Oakland that most people avoid. There's many ways to support the ministry. One of the important ways is also financially. We depend on donations. This is a faith ministry, and people who support us are part of this ministry. Financially, every one of us has to raise our own support. So if you feel God is calling you to support an inner city missions, a place where children can go, a place where adults can hear about Christ, we urge you to check our website, contact us, and see if there's a way you can financially support World Impact. But more than volunteers, we need staff people. We need people who just want to say, I am willing to commit my life for whatever amount of years, whether it's a year, 2 years, or a lifetime commitment to the inner cities of America. And that's the people we are really looking for, people who can totally invest their lives into somebody else's life and do discipleship in the inner city. If you feel God calling you and He has a call on your life for the inner city, I urge you to call us, email us, whatever it takes to get a hold of us, and we'll explain it to you. You can get the national office if you like, go to our website, check us out, come talk to us. You can come just for a weekend, you can stay with us and see what the mission is all about, and if this is where God has called you. We just want to say thank all of you for your prayers. I mean, I probably would be dead right now if it wasn't for all the prayers. When I've had a bullet whiz by my head, that bullet probably should have hit me, except for the prayers from all my supporters. And all of us at World Impact say thank you for praying for us, for your financial support, just from your kind letters, little notes you write us. We just want to say thank you. We wouldn't be here. We couldn't do what we do. We couldn't pray with somebody. We couldn't serve breakfast. We couldn't do any of these things if it wasn't for your support. So we say thank you. Thank you for being so good to us.